Welcome to the Saguaros Charities Podcast. It is our pleasure to have on our current secretary and former ABC chairman, Mike Ratzken, and our current foundation treasurer and Agents Benefiting Children director, Clayton Wolfe. How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Always. So, Mike, tell us a little bit about your experience, how you got involved in the club and specifically ABC.
Yeah, I'd love to. Got in the club in 2016, worked with within ABC in different roles throughout the years. Ended up running ABC in 2020. Not the greatest years you guys remember.
Can't imagine any complications.
No complications there, but basically had run the whole event and then the world fell apart. So, but it was still a great time running the event and still involved in a liaison capacity with some of the chairmen ever since that as well.
Yeah, that's actually when I was coming to the club and sponsored me, which certainly to this day I appreciate.
Yeah, seems like it worked out pretty good.
Well, we got involved in ABC, so that's fun. And Clay, how about you?
Yeah, I got started with the Saguaros back in 2021, so going on my fourth year now. Since then, like you mentioned, I became treasurer and foundation treasurer. And I actually had the pleasure of being the director for ABC last year, so I'm able to run it back second time this year.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah, it is exciting.
And I know there's quite a few changes that we'll get into, but I am curious, Mike, you've sort of seen the event grow and expand quite a bit from when you got into the club. Tell us a little bit about that and where you think it's at now.
Yeah, I mean, it's in a healthy spot now. It's been the club in general has evolved and changed so much over the years, but ABC itself is always evolving and changing. We're always looking to grow it, whether it be by adding more teams that are agents, but also adding in other fields such as lenders and title companies and builders. I'm sure Clay's going to touch more on that here in a little bit, but that was kind of a big goal of mine when we were doing ABC was how do we do kind of a builder division. Obviously, we didn't end up having the actual Olympiad because of the COVID, but we did have a lot of builders that were signed up, and now we're kind of re-engaging them and getting them back involved. So excited to hear what Clay's got going on for this year on that. But ABC is a piece within itself, and I think this year kind of getting back to our roots with some of the things, but we're excited for what this year has for ABC.
Well, he started. You're the man in charge this year. What do we got going?
Yeah, well, number one, the exciting thing to see happening again is just the passion within the club and some of the people who are coming back as teams. So that's the first thing. It's always motivating to lead a group of people who are super passionate and seeing how involved the community is. So what we're focusing on this year, like Mike was alluding to, is kind of getting back to the roots of what ABC truly excels at, which is events. When COVID happened, it kind of obviously, put a damper on group gatherings and that sort of thing. And it kind of leaned towards more of product sales and that sort of thing. But this year, we're really focusing on events. And what does that mean for teams? For ABC teams, that's, hosting a happy hour, inviting your network, your clients, your different vendors, all those sorts of people that support you and that you support as well, and getting them together and celebrating a great cause and raising a ton of money for people in the process.
So if I wanted to get involved in ABC or someone who's watching this that maybe isn't totally familiar, how would they go about that?
Yeah, it's really simple. I mean, you can go to our website on saguaros.com. That's one way to get in contact with us. Obviously, you can contact us directly through Instagram, or if you know a club member and have their phone number or email, those are easy ways to do it. If you want to contact me this year, my email is cwolfe@saguaros.com, and that's Wolf with an E. Feel free to send me an email. But there's multiple ways to get a hold of us. But I would just say saguaros.com, great way to contact us and to learn a little more about the event.
So we'll shift a little bit here, but I'm curious. Obviously, you guys are very involved in our club. You're both either on the foundation or the board and have spent years on the board. What is your favorite part about being a Saguaro? And we'll start with you, Clay.
I love the camaraderie. It's a group of like-minded individuals that are passionate about giving back to the community. So it's really special, and it's very motivating to be a part of that. It forces you to, really go above and beyond and, step up to where others have led the club. And, it's really impactful for the community. And I'd argue that it's been life-changing for me, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, and I would echo a lot of what Clay just said. I mean, This club I've been a part of it going on with my 9th year and seen a lot of changes, seen what, how the guys have evolved and changed in their life and their business, what this club has helped them accomplish, on a charity side, giving back side. It's really, this club to me has been almost part of a decade of what I've been doing, and just the ability to get back to the community on a more hands-on basis is just truly amazing. It's amazing what we're able to accomplish. When I first started, I think a good year for us for ABC would have been, combined with the BFK, would have been maybe 400,000. And looking at what we can do now, pushing $1 million just for this side of the event is amazing. So.
And actually, just to touch on one thing you said that I want to reiterate, it's not just the money that we're generating, but we're so involved with our charity partners and going to
100%.
Their events and functions and toy drives and just helping them more hands-on. And that's something that's been really enjoyable for everyone in the club and obviously for our partners as well.
It's a good point because I look at it, there's almost like two sides of it, right? There's the internal side, which is the social side and the guys we bring in that are part of our Saguaros family. And then there's the charity side, and I feel like everything's grown. I mean, you look at how much prospects are raising now when these guys come in. It's not just the money; it's the quality of guys we're getting. That it's just a different ballgame, and it's nothing. There's no way we get here. You mentioned you've been in the club for 9 years. In my opinion, there's no way we get here if you don't have the guys that built where we are today. And
totally.
I just think it's rewarding to see, honestly.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can. When you're outside of the club looking in, you can read into the passion. If everyone is passionate, you can see it in our events, you can see it with our charity partners. I think it's really motivating for other people to want to join us.
Yeah.
We've definitely raised the bar.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
$2 million a year is no joke.
It's good stuff, man, though, and I'm excited to see where we go. I cannot wait for this year's Olympiad.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. And
yeah. Hopefully some good weather.
Yeah.
We've had
Hopefully.
some rough years last couple of years weather-wise, but...
How about games? Are we doing anything different this year?
Yeah, we're considering a couple different games. We're looking at revamping Pop-A-Shot. It's been a popular game for us for the past several years, but we're looking at replacing it with a couple different options to be disclosed at a later date. But one of the things we're looking at too is providing more games for people who are just there spectating. There's lots of people that come out to support their teams and just like to hang out and eat food and drink beer. We want to provide games for them, kind of like more carnival style. So that's something for them to do in the meantime. We have a really cool vehicle car raffle coming up again with Earnhardt, Toyota, and Lexus. Yeah, and it's going to be really exciting. I can't talk about the cars right now, but they presented us two different options, and it's honestly going to be hard to choose because they're two amazing options.
Mike, you and I both have been fortunate to have the privilege of running ABC in the past and sort of understand there's going to be a day of relief. As amazing as the event is, you're going to have like a deep breath after the event and be like, all right, I get to work again. What is it that is still, I know it keeps me involved, but what is it that is still keeping you involved specifically in this event that you're like, I've ran the event, I've done pretty much everything I can within it, but I still want to come back next year and I still want to be a part of it?
I think as an agent, as a broker of my company, I think for me it's getting my agents involved. It's a great team building exercise. It's a great way for us when we throw our events to get our clients involved. They love giving back. And so it's a reason for us to reach out once to our clients, and we get the ability to give back to children in need. And so it's a win-win for everyone, right? Myself, obviously a team leader or a broker of a company, as a real estate agent that's listening to this, it's a great event to get your team, your agents doing something that's going to help the community, that's eventually going to help them probably with their business as well. Because again, it's just another touch point to reach out to those people in your network.
I guess on the other end, Clayton, you're, I will say, on the rise within this event. I really do believe the future of ABC is in your hands right now. What's keeping you motivated?
It's a couple different things. And, I got tapped to be ABC director last year, and then I went into Night Flight, and I was the gala director for Night Flight this year as well, and then moving into ABC 25, directing again. So a lot of it is, going back to, why I like being in the club. And like I said, it's giving back to the community and being inspired by other members and seeing that passion that I keep talking about. But Mike hit it really on the head with, outside of the club. I love being a part of these events and helping running them, and then being able to invite my clients to it. So obviously for ABC, that's, having clients come out and spectate the event or even participating in the games. And then for Night Flight, just being able to celebrate and treating past clients with, tickets and being able to experience and everything. So I think it's a 360, very wholesome experience for me. And I just love being a part of it.
Well, before we conclude, any dates? What should we know? What should the viewers know about the Olympiad, and what dates do they need to know?
Yeah, so the Olympiad is coming up in April, and the first captain's meeting as of right now is January 19th. So you want to put that in the books. Okay. Obviously, contact us ahead of time. You don't want to wait, a week before that event. You want to get signed up. You want to get signed up immediately here, because we're expecting really good turnout this year for ABC.
Fantastic. All right, guys. Mike, Clayton, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.